If you were born in ancient Rome, there's a good chance you wouldn't survive your first year. Not from war. Not from disease. From being born the wrong sex, the wrong size, the wrong strength. Your father would hold you up to the light and decide if you were even worth keeping alive. Welcome to Rome, the city that built an empire on pain and buried the weak beneath it. Picture it. No hospitals. No safety nets. No second chances. The streets are stone and dust, packed with men who've buried brothers, sons, fathers, and kept walking anyway. Rome doesn't ask if you're ready. Rome assumes you're not, and dares you to prove it wrong. Here, comfort is a myth told to children before the world corrects them. Winters are brutal. Wells run dry. Bread is earned, never given. And the men who walk these streets? They were forged this way on purpose. Because Rome didn't need citizens. Rome needed soldiers, builders, survivors, men who could bleed and still show up the next morning. At 7 years old, a Roman boy stops being a child. He starts training, not for sport, but for war. He rises before the sun. Cold water. Cold ground. A father who shows no mercy, because mercy is what gets you killed later. He learns to march for miles in armor that cuts his shoulders raw. He learns to fight through exhaustion, because on a real battlefield, the enemy doesn't care that you're tired. He learned silence. Complaint is weakness, and weakness is a death sentence in a world built on iron and testosterone. Fear? Fear is expected. But showing it, that's what gets you laughed out of the Legion. By 16, he could be handed a sword and shipped to the edge of the known world, told to hold a line against men who want him dead. No excuses. No safety. No time to figure it out. Just discipline, or die. There was a boy. We'll call him Marcus. Not a name in the history books. Just one of thousands. 12 years old. Thin arms. A father who fought in Gaul and came back with half a hand and eyes that never really returned home. Every morning, before dawn, Marcus's father dragged him to the field behind their home. Wooden sword. No pity. You want to be soft, his father would say. Soft men don't bury their sons. Soft men become the ones getting buried. Marcus hated him for it. Truly hated him. Until the day their village was raided. Until the day it wasn't drills anymore, it was real steel, real blood, real screaming. And Marcus, only 14 by then, stood his ground. Because his hands remembered 10,000 mornings of pain his mind wanted to forget. He didn't win because he was strong. He won because he had already survived worse, every single day, on purpose, before it mattered. That's the secret Rome understood, and the world forgot. Pain in advance is armor. Comfort in advance is a wound waiting to happen. Marcus's father never told him he loved him. But every brutal morning was a message. I would rather you hate me now than bury you later. Rome didn't create strong men by accident. It created them by refusing to let boys stay boys. Discipline wasn't punishment. It was insurance, paid daily, in sweat, against a future that showed no mercy. And pain? Pain wasn't the enemy. Pain was the price of becoming someone the world couldn't break. Years later, Marcus stood in the front line of a real legion, shield raised, heart hammering, the smell of blood and fear thick in the air. The man beside him, trembling, soft-handed, a merchant son who'd never trained a day in his life, dropped his shield and ran. He didn't make it 10 steps. Marcus didn't run. Not because he wasn't afraid. He was terrified. But fear had visited him 10,000 times before, in the cold mornings, in his father's unforgiving voice, in every moment he wanted to quit and didn't. He held the line. Not because Rome gave him courage. Because Rome had already taken his excuses away, one brutal sunrise at a time. Now look at your life. Warm bed. Full fridge. A phone that answers every question before you even finish typing it. No wolves at the door. No empire demanding your blood by 16. And yet, how many men today collapse under stress a Roman child would have laughed at? How many quit a diet after 3 days? Skip the gym because it's raining? Give up on a dream the first time it gets uncomfortable? Rome would look at modern comfort and see something dangerous. An entire generation with no armor because they never had to earn any. You don't need a war to build the strength Marcus had. You need mornings you don't want to face, and the discipline to face them anyway. The gym you don't want to enter. The work you want to avoid. The silence you sit in instead of the distraction you crave. That's your version of the training field. That's your version of the sword drills. Rome didn't fall because its enemies got stronger. Rome fell when its people got soft. The empire is gone. But the choice it forces on every man never left. Comfort or discipline. Weakness or the version of you that could stand in that line and not run. You don't need a war to prove which one you are. You just need tomorrow morning. If this woke something in you, subscribe. Because the next story might be the one that changes how you live.